What is an opinion you have that is generally unpopular amongst other men? Yoga is a great thing to do if you work laborious jobs. I don't like strippers. If I have to pay for it, it does not get me going at all. I get a bit emotional while listening to beautiful music. It's my opinion that men would rather do this while alone. Working 80 hours a week doesn't make you any more of a man than working 40 hours a week. We are all out to get bread. Stop dehumanizing other men for not working their life away. It's okay to have weekends off and enjoy life. I like fruity feminine drinks. I'm a whiskey/scotch man, but give me a mate and I will drink the shit out of it. I have never understood why men aren't supposed to like drinks that taste good. It's okay to complain and express discontent. It helps process your struggles. Edit. If you play the tape of your negative thoughts until the end, you can consciously reflect on them. Not to complain like a spoiled child or an adult who is never happy, but with purpose. Men keep bottling things up and it harms them psychologically. Edit 2. Conversely, women are very good at expecting to receive compassion when they complain, so they feel validated and can heal and move on from what bothers them faster instead of developing drinking/drug/video game addictions. If it's honest work and you're able to keep on top of the bills, there's no shame in your job. You can live a fine, comfortable life without ever setting foot in a college. This may be a bit specific, but I'm getting married soon, and I hate how everything regarding the groom/groomsman is nothing but whiskey, mustaches, and bullets. Sure, I enjoy whiskey now and then, but it's like men's only identity is booze and guns. It's so weird. People shouldn't be pressured to always be high achievers or to have some huge goal they're working towards. I'm not saying it's okay to be lazy, but equally we don't all have to be aiming to become senior managers or famous celebs. Some dudes just like to go to the 9 to 5, put in their time, come home and chill with the family, and that's totally fine. I'm not into casual sex. It's better to have quality sexual encounters instead of quantitative. It's okay to call other guys good looking. Not tell them directly, but just be able to tell your friends, hey, you know what, that guy over there is handsome. Doesn't make me gay or make me weird in any way. I feel comfortable enough with myself that I can acknowledge there are some damn good looking guys out there, so good for them. That being a dad is in fact my actual favorite thing to do. I have painstakingly procured a life and career that allows me to exercise at work, practice my hobby during working hours, BJJ. So basically I telework, but I'm not monitored. I do all my work that needs to get done on time and early and above standard, so nobody questions what I do during the day. But they do know. I have told my supervisor, and when shit pops, it never gets in the way of work balance. So that way all my time, when my kids get out of school, can be devoted to them with 100% of my attention. That way I can listen to them, really listen to remember those things that are super important to them. I ducking love watching them explore the world and first crushes, and turning down boys and my little guy thinking he's He-Man cause he lifted a gallon of milk. Lest we forget that's a man's first feat of strength to show mommy we are big boys. Fucking love it. Love should always be conditional. You should be held accountable for being a shit human being, and when you are being shit, you should see how the people who love you start to see you. You should want to better yourself to keep the people who love you around. In other words, if you are in a relationship, you and her should be comfortable and uncomfortable at the same time. You have to keep moving and growing. Not all men just want to hook up, and there's nothing wrong with that. Even when I was app dating, in a long-term relationship now, I was not dating to hook up. I straight up turned down one-night stands and various sexual encounters with women I knew I had no interest in seeing again. The concept that I turned down a willing and consenting partner and leave a situation where I could have gotten laid was a foreign and wrong idea to everyone I discussed it with. The prevailing opinion was, dude, just hook up and bail. Even if you know you're not going to see her again, you can have some fun first. Don't know why no one else saw it my way. I just am not into sex with someone I'm not invested in and don't trust yet. All pizza isn't good pizza, and all sex isn't good sex. It's not gay to touch or hug your friends. Not wanting to be friends with my cowhawkers doesn't make me an asshole. I just know I can't spare the energy to care about these people's lives. My own is tiring enough. I love my real friends and I wouldn't choose to be friends with most colleagues if I met them outside of work. NFL football. Associating yourself with a team that becomes your whole persona. You might as well run around with Thomas the Train t-shirt. Not to mention all the latent homosexual behavior, towel snapping, ass slapping, men in tights, etc. Personality is better than attractiveness. Some of my close buddies try to only go for 10/10ths chicks. Like, yeah, that's good and all, but if you can't even talk to the girl, then what's the point? Crying and being emotional is not only normal, but can be a needed cathartic release as well. There's nothing wrong with wearing your emotions on your sleeve. Telling your friends you love them is perfectly normal. It's better to have a solid lady by your side instead of hooking up with different ones. Fucking a bunch of girls won't make you cool. Foreplay is a real thing. The majority of porn is gross and uncomfortable to watch. I prefer to visualize my own scenarios in my head, and they tend to involve romance and fairly vanilla sex. Women aren't complicated, and they aren't wonderful. They're just people, and that comes with all the good and bad you're able to see in men. You're just either choosing not to see it in women or are naive. Hell doesn't discriminate when hiring and everyone is qualified. It's okay to be kind. Cooking for yourself is fun as shit and extremely rewarding. Waiting to have sex isn't a bad thing. For confusion purposes, I mean waiting, not wanting, as in waiting for marriage or a serious relationship. If this isn't unpopular, then I'll delete. I really hate my body hair. Really, just all of it is rough and ugly, and whenever I shave I feel so much better about the appearance of my face, legs, etc. Sitting on the toilet to pee is much more convenient, clean and hygienic. Also, using a bit of toilet paper to wipe the tip instead of shaking. Edit. Probably have to clarify that I mean at home. Of course, it's not always an option, for instance at work or in public toilets. I love cooking and enjoy washing the dishes. I prefer small breasts. A full-figured woman with hips and an ass, but small breasts. The whole huge breast phenomenon just doesn't gel with me. Itty bitty titty committee all the way. That it's okay to genuinely want affection. Getting mad about sports is dumb. Buying tampons for your wife/girlfriend/daughter/mistress/one night stand is not a big deal. Most guys don't put nearly as much effort into their attractiveness as the women they think they deserve to date. I have urges. Needs is just another way of saying I can't control myself. I don't get why some men are into twerking or big fat fake butts. A natural butt and a slow walk with pronounced hips movement beats twerking any day.